Perfect. Welcome everybody to the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. Let's go ahead and do roll call first, Rosalie, to make sure we have enough people to meet as a quorum.
Chairman Lindblom.
I am here.
Vice Chair Slasher.
I am here.
Commissioner Arnett.
Here.
Commissioner Swart. Commissioner Lawrence.
Here.
Commissioner McGee.
Here.
Commissioner Mitchell.
Here.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Here.
Commissioner Montoya. Commissioner Dan Zeisen.
Here.
Chairman, we have a quorum.
Thank you for that. Our chair and our vice chair are not here, so I'm happy to fill in for them, but they are on. Glad you guys are both with us today. A few announcements before we begin. This meeting has been noticed in accordance with Open Meeting Law 38, ARS 38-431. These agendas are available online at maricopa.gov/planning. I'll go a little quicker here since I think all of you could recite this here, but we are a public meeting. There might be some people online. These reports are prepared for, the reports prepared by staff will be part of the permanent record. With respect to the hearing process, we want to make sure that anybody that might be online or anyone that's on the webinar, make sure you let the technical team know, raise your hand, send them a note, a chat. If there's something in one of these cases you want to talk about, just let us know and we'll give you a time to speak on those. And then of course, we'll just do all of our votes by roll call vote since this is a split format, in person and webinar. So those are some of the announcements. Next item on our agenda is the minutes for September 1, 2022. Are there any questions or comments from the commission about this? Okay, hearing none, we will approve those and enter those into the record. Let's move on to our consent agenda, and if staff would please present that into the record.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. There's two items on your agenda today, both of which are on consent. They include Z 2022-108 for a project known as Cactus in Perryville RV and Boat Storage located in District 4. And this is a request for a zone change with overlay from Rural 43 to C3 CUPD for a commercial self-storage facility with outdoor storage of RV and boats. The site is generally located at the northwest corner of Cactus and Perryville Road in the Surprise area. There is no known opposition and staff is recommending approval subject to conditions A through H. And the second item is MCP 2022-003 for a project known as Virgin Industrial Park Phase 2. This is also located in District 4. And this is a request for a military compatibility permit with a plan of development for an industrial warehouse project in the Rural 43 Military Airport and Ancillary Military Facility Overlay Zoning District. The site is generally located about 230 feet west of the northwest corner of Olive Avenue and Reams Road in the Glendale area. There is no known opposition and staff is recommending approval subject to conditions A through I, and we'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you very much, Matt. Any questions for our great staff? Any clarifications? Perfect, thank you. I know we have applicants here. I don't have any cards here. This is on consent. There's no opposition on any of these cases. Just to confirm with our technical team, is there anybody online that would like to speak or have a comment on any one of either of these cases?
We're not aware of anyone with comments.
Perfect, well, thank you. So we'll entertain a motion for our consent agenda since there's no opposition or comments.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner McGee, I move that we approve the consent agenda as presented with all conditions stipulated.
Thank you. We have a motion. Is there a second?
Commissioner Lawrence, second.
Did we catch who that was, Rosalie? Okay, good. I didn't see. We have a motion and a second. Let's do a roll call vote.
Commissioner Lawrence,
Yes.
Commissioner McGee,
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell,
Yes.
Commissioner Arnett,
Yes.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Yes.
Commissioner Dan Zeisen,
Yes.
Vice Chair Slusher,
Yes.
Chairman Lindblom.
Yes.
Chairman, that's an approval by a vote of 8-0.
Thank you very much. Moving on to our lengthy agenda here. Are there any other matters before we give Matt some time to talk about the zipper schedule? Any other matters? Any comments from the commission? All right, let's talk about the zipper schedule. That's the next on our agenda.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. We just wanted to bring this to your attention very briefly to get your recommendations and feedback. Staff is putting together the hearing schedule for 2023, and most of that is coincided with the Board of Supervisors hearings. But as you know, the zipper meetings, we have some discretion with, and typically those are scheduled 4 times a year. They typically replace the second hearing in the months of February, May, August, and November. So we have 4. We've done that for the past couple years. Up until a couple years ago, we had 6 every other month. But due to a lack of items, we cut that down, and also the need for additional hearings. So our question then now is, as we're putting this schedule together for the zipper meetings, whether the commission wants to keep the calendar, the zipper calendar as is. Do they have any recommendations on adding, subtracting? It's really up to the commission. I will mention that while we didn't have any zipper meetings this year due to the lack of items, next year staff is going to be undertaking an update to the White Tank and Grand Avenue area plan. So any items for discussion regarding that plan update, direction from the commission, would be done at a zipper meeting. I don't know how many times we'll be coming to you. I do know that we will be coming to you during the year as we make progress on that. So we just wanted to get your feedback in terms of the zipper and whether you wanted to keep the schedule as is or make any adjustments to that. So that's what this item's about.
Perfect, thank you. Comments from the commission on our schedule for next year? I think a lot of that is based on flow of cases, but any comments?
Mr. Chairman, this is
Please.
Commissioner McGee. What I would request, I'm still very new to the commission. I probably will be saying the same thing 5 years from now, but I liked the way that it has been scheduled, and my suggestion might be to have the chair and or vice chair or their designee work with staff to come up with an appropriate schedule, because the schedule this past year worked very, very well for me. I don't know how it was for other commissioners, but that would be my suggestion, to come up with something that might work.
Thank you. Any comments from our chair or vice chair?
Yeah, this is Chairman Lindblom. And this is kind of a question more to staff, but it seems like we had them on a schedule, but we would cancel if there wasn't a need for them. Does that work for you, or what is staff's recommendation at this point, looking at what you're trying to accomplish for next year?
So we might have to repeat that because that didn't come through very clear to me. Did you guys catch that?
I think I caught that.
Okay, good.
I believe the question, Mr. Chairman, was what is staff's recommendation on that? Well, procedurally, what we do is when a zipper meeting is coming up on the schedule, we discuss among staff, are there any issues, items that need to be brought to your attention for discussion and feedback and direction for staff? If there is not, we'll then cancel those meetings and send out the notices. So again, it's hard to project, but I can say that we will have that area plan update that we're going to be doing. So there will be probably a need for some zipper meeting or meetings to go over that and get feedback and recommendation, and also to update the commission on progress as we go along. So We can continue if the commission wishes with the existing schedule, the 4 times a year starting in February, and then just cancel those if there's no items on the agenda.
Yeah, I have personally felt that works well, so I'm fine with keeping it just that way.
Perfect.
Is there any other comments from Commission?
Well, just a question and then maybe a follow-up. The reason we're having this discussion is for posting purposes, we have to have the calendar. We can't modify mid-year. I was just curious, but it needs to be approved the previous year.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. We set the calendar. Our hearing schedules, like I said, coincide with the Board of Supervisors schedules, but also we set the calendar so we can reserve space here, at our office, wherever we're going to hold those zipper meetings.
But the posting's the same.
So that's part of the calendar. So moving those around, adjusting them is not an easy task.
All right. I'm perfectly fine with keeping that as is, but any other comments? I think what we're hearing is let's keep doing the same thing. Is that, I don't think this is anything we vote on.
No.
I think it's working. Yeah, it's working. So I say we keep it that way.
So if there's some strong opposition, now's the time from the commission. I think there's our answer.
Okay.
Let's keep doing the same thing.
We'll keep doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. With that, anything else to bring before this body? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you all.